Today has been a very big day for me. I woke up with some very nice reviews. You know, a lot of months and a lot of work went into this album, and I think as a team we're also really celebrating this moment together. So I think the show tonight will also be a bit of a celebratory moment, a big celebration. So yes, it does feel different.
The Techno Code.
Well, honestly, this morning I noticed that there's a couple of magazines that really seem to understand that I want the album to be about club culture and that I wanted to go back to my essence as a clubber and in my love for techno music. And it's nice to see that also the more wide and more broad magazines are understanding this idea. And I wasn't really expecting everyone to just understand, because when we released some singles, some people were saying that there's not really a big element of surprise in some of the tracks. So it is nice to see that after releasing the album as a whole, the concept is coming across a bit more clearly. Some people that I didn't hear from in a long time, they reached out to me, and they're not in essence clubbers. And they reached out to me saying how surprised that they were with tracks like Higher and Matière Noire, which are the breakbeat track and the ambient track. So I think it's been a good idea to include those tracks on the album for people to also hear something different than just techno from me. So that was nice to see.
Dans le silence, dans l'amplitude.
I think the difference will be that hopefully in the crowd some people will already start recognizing the tracks, and hopefully maybe some people will start singing along. That would be really great. What am I thinking about? Tough question, not much really. It can be very random things as well, like what I ate during the day. Sometimes I really zone out and I go a bit on autopilot. But I'm just thinking to be technically as tight as possible and as correct with my beat matching as possible. Then I'm just looking around and I watch the faces of the people and I watch the interactions, and that's usually what keeps me very busy during a DJ set. There is not one song that I will always play, but the crowd pleaser of crowd pleasers, of all crowd pleasers in my set, is a remix that I made together with my husband Enrico for The Age of Love. It's such an iconic track, the original mix, and we remixed it, I think, 30 years after the original got released, and it still resonates so well with so many people, so that will always be a special one. Well, my parents, they love every single track just as much, but I would say that the favorite track is probably The Age of Love, because it's the one that always gets the biggest crowd reaction. It's the one that probably they also recognize from when they were younger, so it's probably The Age of Love remix. Usually when I make music, I already make it very dance floor approved. It actually works the opposite way. I would make a track, say now The Heads That Know got released, but then to have the release also on Spotify and other streaming platforms, I would make an edit, a shorter edit. So everything that I release is already very DJ approved. Intro, outro, stuff like that. The last show that I attended that wasn't mine, well, I very clearly remember a wonderful festival I went to this summer in Portugal, a Boom Festival. It's initially a trance festival, but they also have a techno stage. And I was playing there back to back with my husband unannounced. It was incredibly fun. But we also stayed at the festival, and I felt free enough to just be in the crowd and dance in the crowd. And some people were approaching me and to ask, well, they didn't really ask for a picture even, they just approached me, they gave me a handshake or a hug, and it was very liberating to be in the crowd and to dance to music. I'm lucky also to be surrounded with a lot of artist friends, so there's always good music around if need be, if that's what I'm looking for. But this truly liberating feeling of dancing on a dance floor together with other people and having that sense of being anonymous, I'm gonna say it like that, is sometimes very difficult to find. very intense. You live through all the moments together. The good ones, the bad, and touring can be very, very intense. It's very like high performative, lots of flights, not a lot of sleep, a lot of triggers to handle. So it can be challenging, but in the end I'm very happy to wake up next to, you know, someone that I love. So that's nice.